Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to paint tulips in a vase using acrylic paint. So here I'm using a old canvas that I had lying around, and I just painted the background using yellow ochre and phthalo blue with a bit of white. Before painting the object, I decided to do a sketching so that I have a rough idea of where the vase and the tulips are going to be. So I used the blue mixture that I had earlier, and I added a little bit more phthalo blue to do the sketching. So here I'm using a dark green color I have, which is called Viridian Green, and I'm using it to paint the stem. I'm adding dimension to the leaves by creating a darker and a lighter version of this color. You can use phthalo blue and yellow ochre to create a lighter and darker versions, and this helps to make the leaves look more realistic. Alright, so moving on to the tulips. First, I will be doing the orange tulips. Here I'm using the orange paint to paint down the silhouette of the tulips, and I use the reference photo as a guide. And here you can really play with the colors. You not only use orange, but you can also use other colors like yellows as well as white to create dimension. And I'm just layering down the colors one by one, mixing some more like different shades of orange, adding a bit of yellow and white as I go until I'm happy with the way it looks. So using the same technique, I'm painting in the pink tulip. So I'm using magenta for the pink tulip, and previously I did like the white tulips. And for the white tulip, I use a bit of yellow to create the darker shading of the tulip. So for the pink one, I'm using the same technique I used to do the orange. I'm just using some white and even occasionally a bit of orange to make the pink pop a bit. So here, don't be afraid. Use colors, use the white, lighter and darker colors to give some contrast and values to the tulips. So here you really can explore in shadings and as well as values, so don't be afraid. Okay, you can see that the painting right now, it's coming together and looking quite beautiful. I have made a small change here. The white tulips that I painted earlier, I'm changing it into yellow tulips because the overall painting, it looked a bit dull in real life. So I decided to change the white into yellow to make the overall painting look more brighter. Moving on to the next step, I'm using burnt sienna mixed with the blue I had as well as Mars black to create shading for the background. I'm also adding in a bit of titanium white to the mix to make it seem more blended. I'm using a yellow ochre mixed with light green to create a more earthy green color, and I'm just going over the painting and drawing stems for the tulips so that the tulips look more realistic. This also acts like a highlight for the stem. Using the same color, I added a bit of white to create a lighter green and added highlights to the leaves. So I took a step back and looked at my painting and decided to add 2 more leaves at the front because I felt that the center portion were quite empty. So the leaves make it give it a more complete feel. Now I'm focusing on the glass base. Here I'm really relying on the reference photo that I use, and I really analyzed like the highlights and the shadowing of the glass. So for the highlights, I use white paint, and I'll also add a bit of water to that to create like a translucent look to it. Then I also use phthalo blue for the bottom to create shadowing, and also light blue to add in some details as well. So the painting is almost complete. I'm just going back with the paint and adding minor touch-ups to the leaves as well as the tulips. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and comment, and see you on the next one. Bye!